My name is Brian Pillman Jr., and you're watching the Rasslin Rage YouTube show.
Hey everybody, it is Cody here from Michigan Independent Weekly and Rasslin Rage. Make sure you smash the thumbs up for this great interview I'm about to do. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Also, you can find all the audio content for Rasslin Rage and MIDub on Podbean now. I mean, you can follow us over there as well. You can find a link to in the description. I'm joined by none other than Mr. Fitness, Slim Trimmons, Twinkie Power, the man, the myth, the legend. What's happening, bro? How you doing, man? Long time no talk.
I'm doing a whole lot better, Cody Fleming. I am so glad to be on here again.
Yeah,
I was your second guest, you know.
I do know. Matter of fact, I was having a conversation. I was on a podcast last night.
Sure.
Podcast that you've been on before. David C. Russell's podcast.
David C. Russell, what a great guy.
Yeah, Deathmatch Russell podcast. We were talking about you a little bit, and I was telling him I told him, I said, all right, he's the first one, and I don't know if you even know this, but he's the first one that we outside the circle that has never been in the studio. Like anybody that's been here knows this. Nobody else knows this, but
sure.
There's before Rasslin Rage and MIDub got really, better and had money. We didn't have lighting, so there's these can lights in my basement, and this can light used to shine right on my big forehead. It used to leave this shine. So I took a piece of paper and I taped it up over top of that. Do you know that paper is the outline questions from your interview on the second show, and it's still there and has not been moved?
Nice.
Yeah, it's still there. It says right here, Mr. Fitness questions.
I love it. I love it.
Nice. So last time we seen each other was at BCWA in Wyandotte, Michigan.
Oh, what a weekend that was.
Right, boy, you had a little bit of car trouble.
Yes.
You got stuck in Michigan. That day. Yeah, there was a lot of rain that day.
Yes, all day, all night.
Right, yeah. So you had a shoulder injury. It put you out for a bit, and we were talking about it a little bit, before we got started. But go ahead, tell them how you injured the shoulder, and then tell us the story behind it all.
Okay, for a long time, Cody, I was having a lot of arm problems where I'd go numb and things like that. And I was telling my wife Darlene, it's like I should really go check it out, but I never did. I just kept going to shows, doing matches. I I'm invincible. Nothing's going to happen to me. Right. So December 14th, it was in Warsaw, Indiana, against Idle Hines, pretty big guy up there in the state of Michigan. Should check him out. He also has a podcast as well.
Oh boy.
He is part of FWF, Functified Wrestling Federation, which I am a part of as well. And it was December 14th, and he is known for his mini suplexes.
Oh,
and
boy.
Suplex I got, I felt a pop in my shoulder.
Ouch.
And, I felt a pop and I kept going. You're in that adrenaline mode with the crowd cheering for you. You don't want to stop and say, "Ow,"
Right.
You don't do that.
Right.
So the second suplex, I heard two pops. And at that time I knew I broke my arm, shoulder. I didn't know at the time. And so I told the ref, I said, "Ref, I'm hurt. I don't know what's going on. We got to take this home." And, I don't knew it. And he finished me off with the top rope power bomb. And I took it. I definitely took it. And I heard multiple pops after that.
Yikes.
Yeah. So the security guards over there at FWF, they rushed me. They knew something was wrong.
Right.
And they rushed me in there. They had a bag of ice ready for me. Everything. It wasn't Idle Hines' fault. It was my fault because I should have checked it out a long time ago.
Right.
But I ended up having surgery no, January the 2nd is when I had surgery. And that 3 hour surgery took 9 hours.
I
Yes,
That's a
my
long
doctor.
time for surgery, especially for a shoulder.
Yeah, my doctor, he said he's never seen a shoulder look like mine before and asked me, "Have you ever injured it before?" And I said, "Not that I recall. I don't remember injuring it. I probably did,
Right.
taking all the bumps I've did over the past 20 years, but
Right.
I always ignored it, just like I ignored going to the doctor and things like that when I should." So after that surgery, it was the most painful thing I ever endured in my life.
That
And
sucks.
yeah, doctor gave me some pain pills, and I started taking those, and it kind of eased the pain away. And then, of course, they want to, with the laws and stuff, they want to slow you down.
Right.
Well, the second dose and the third dose, they were getting a little lower. And the more that I wanted to depend on the better stuff. And that's dangerous. And I
Right.
agree. It is definitely dangerous. You definitely don't want to get hooked on that. So I complied. I did what I was supposed to do. And, you know, it took about a good 6 weeks before the pain would go away.
Right.
And I got to give a shout out to Chuck Wagon and his wife, Stacy Wagon.
There you go.
They definitely hooked me up with a care package. And yes, they brought me lotions, all kinds of stuff.
Nice.
And it really helped with my healing process during that
Nice.
time.
Good. Good.
And,
Good old Chuck.
yeah, what a great guy he is,
Absolutely.
So, here I am on the couch. I can't lay down. I can't go to bed. And my wife would, she would sleep out on the couch with me. She would never go to bed. She was always making sure I wasn't waking up screaming in pain, which I was.
Oh
And,
man.
you know, from then to now, I've been starting to do my exercises, trying to strengthen my shoulder again. And, I'm seeing results. So, I mean, and let's see, back in March the 6th, I was on my way to rehab on my shoulder, and a car hit me, and
Oh
it smacked
man.
my shoulder against the wall. I got in a car accident.
The same
Wasn't my
shoulder?
fault. Yeah, my shoulder, my surgically repaired shoulder got smashed, into the window. I did a complete 360 in Lima. I was on the corner of Main Street and North in Lima, Ohio,
Oh
when the
wow.
guy went right through the intersection, smashed me, and it messed my shoulder up again.
Oh
And
man.
I had to go and get X-rays. And well, I didn't do permanent or more damage to my shoulder, but what I did was I injured my neck.
Oh no. So now you got another injury on top of the
Well,
one you
I have
already
another
had.
injury, which shoots down into my fingers now, and I kind of like shrugged it off. I was like, it's okay, you know. Until some lady got a hold of me on Messenger and said, "Hey, I'm a part of a chiropractor group, Dr. Ellis. I work for him, and one of your buddies comes here, on the regular, and told me about your injury, what happened back in December, and to now." And they wanted to meet with me. So I said, okay, fine. I never went to chiropractors.
Right.
So this is kind of a blessing in disguise right here, Cody.
Yeah.
I went there and he said, hey, I want to get you a lawyer too. And I want to make you well again. And I know your situation. So he hooked me up with this attorney, things like that. And he did a examination on me, and he said my neck was injured. I actually went down a few weeks later and got an x-ray to check my shoulder with my other surgery doctor, and no damage there but the neck.
Right.
So he did what all he had to do. I'm doing laser treatment right now. I'm doing massage therapy, all that stuff. And I've been doing Taibo at home. I
There you
just
go.
discovered,
Tybo.
yeah, Billy Blanks,
That's
baby.
right.
I just recently rediscovered him. And, since a lot of people are in quarantine right now, I'm still essential,
Right.
and I still do my stuff at work. I'm actually a security officer for a grocery warehouse. So, it's
Yeah.
pretty busy during that time.
Right. Yeah. People
I'm
hungry.
thankful for it. And, for, on my downtime, I would, just be at home and exercise my shoulder and do all that stuff. And doing Taibo has actually helped. I'm on week 5 right now, and my mindset is getting back in that ring again.
There you go.
I want a new look. Mr. Fitness is back.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to get revenge on Idle Hines.
There you go. I like that.
Supposed to be set for June 21st in Warsaw, Indiana, but we'll see what happens with the coronavirus thing going
the
on.
Coronavirus. Hey, I wanted to show you something.
Yes, definitely.
So I don't know, you can see it right now, but you're up there.
I know that. I've always known that, Cody.
You're right there. But then, so I got 2 sets of Twinkie boxes here. Are you ready for that?
Nice.
Yeah. All right. So this is, I believe this is going to be limited edition, but I got a signed, it's got you and Pinky on there.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, that's you and Pinky. And then this one comes with Twinkie, right? This comes with Twinkie. I can't tell you what year that's from because I don't remember. But
hey, the shelf life's awesome on those things. Come on, it doesn't matter.
Right, but this one's got you and Clooney on it.
Nice. Twinkie power, baby.
Power there.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, he was just on a podcast. A guy up here, Pro Wrestling Edge. Dan Brewer.
Dan Brewer. I was on his show as well.
Yep.
I actually watched that podcast.
Yeah.
Rob Clooney, what a talent he is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Had all kinds of accomplishments, and I'm so proud of him.
Right. Now, you guys only work together at Blue Water, am I right?
That is correct. Blue Water Championship Wrestling. That's where him and I formed the team. And, that energy we brought to the crowd, it was, I can't describe it. You have to be in that middle of the ring with the light shining on you to get that reaction. You couldn't hear yourself thinking there at Fort Huron, Michigan.
Yeah, no kidding. Now, have you seen any of his tag work that he's doing here with the Rising Action Wrestling? That he's teaming up with a guy by the name of Frankie right now in his tag team. Yes. They're called OK USA. Have you got to see any of that? You got any thoughts on that?
What is it? The Ritz? I seen a match of him with the Ritz.
Diesel.
Diesel Concert Lounge. Yes.
Diesel.
Yes. Chuck Wagon used to run there.
Yeah.
And I actually seen one of the tag matches. Rob's doing his thing. He loves to do different things.
Yeah, he really likes working with Frankie right now too. He's got nothing but nice things to say about that guy.
Right, they had great tag chemistry. Mm-hmm. I'm all for Rob Clooney, also known as CrossFit Rob, going out there doing his thing. Yeah, we are all doing our thing. So I am so proud of him for getting another team going.
Yeah. Now, so I know you had bad things, right? We had the shoulder injury, and then the car accident led to the neck injury and stuff. Yeah. But, like you said, your pandemic started in December.
Yeah.
So,
it has.
When you weren't in pain and you were able to do anything, what did you do for time-wise? Is there something that you did to pass time or?
Yeah, actually, there's so many things I did, spending time with my family, quality time, my son, my wife, I'm married. Yeah. I'm happily married. Darlene, she's what a great woman she is.
Oh, yeah. I met your wife. She's awesome, dude.
Yeah, she is. And, my son, he's so smart. I love sitting there watching movies, like 80s movies with him.
That's awesome.
And he's like, he knows who Chuck Norris is. He knows who Bruce Lee is. He knows all those guys. And, he'd start going up in conversations. Hey, I love Chuck Norris, and like, what, a 5-year-old saying they love Chuck Norris? What the heck's going on here? Yeah. They got an 80s dad,
Yeah. Well,
late 70s too.
Right. I was a karate instructor for a while. Yes. And so I've dealt with a lot of the younger generation as far as, teenagers and kids, even, from the ages of 5 and up. And I'll make references about certain, like maybe cartoons that were when we were kids. I was born in 79. So I'll make a certain reference to say like, oh, not so much Voltron, because they kind of know what Voltron is now with Netflix having Voltron.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
But, I'll make certain references or like movie quotes, and people they're like, nothing. And I'm like, dude, I feel so old now.
Yeah. Hey, but those are the greatest memories, Cody.
Right. Now, when we had you on back, man, it was a long time ago. When we had you on the first time, we talked a lot about the history of fitness and where
Yes.
you were trained and who you were trained by and your history with Lima, Ohio and things like that. And with Al Snow's name came up, you know. So I got to ask, with Al Snow now being a huge part of OVW, Ohio Valley Wrestling, what's your thoughts on that?
Al Snow's come a long way. He was born and raised here in Lima, Ohio, like I was, and he learned the business. He learned the hard way. He learned on mats.
Right.
And he come a long way with opened up a dorm room with the school. I heard Vince McMahon, he would bring guys down to Al in developmental, just to train and work with him.
Right.
That's how much of a talent he was. That's why Vince hired him for Tough Enough, for crying out loud.
Right.
And Al came a long way. He got signed with WWE, and he turned the school over to watch from D'Lo Brown and Wayne Kreiderman, also known as Crusher Klein. He's from he's Canadian. Let's see, Ottawa, Ontario, Canada is where Crusher Klein's from.
Okay.
And they took over, and I started training in '98 at Body Slammers Gym under them. And Bob Cornwell, he's part of War Wrestling, as Dusty Dillinger. What a great worker he is. Pretty much those three guys, they taught me everything I know, the basics of the business, how to act in the business,
Right.
the ins and outs, how to, conduct yourself in the locker room, things like that. And I am so appreciative of that. And I think my last few weeks, well, first off, they moved to Cleveland. They moved the school to Cleveland away from Lima. And at the time, it was 1998, had a girlfriend and stuff.
Right.
Homesick. I went back home and I regretted it for 1 year. And then I ran into Crusher Klein about a year later at the show. I said, look, I made a mistake. I want to retrain again. This is my dream. And what happened was he agreed to do it again. And I signed back up. And there was two guys in the group with me, and I was the only one left.
Oh, wow.
And I made it through.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, and then several years down the road, I kept doing indie shows, and Crusher Klein had a show here in Lima, Ohio, Worldwide Wrestling Alliance, Supercharged. And I remember my first match ever being televised. They actually put it on TV. And
nice.
My first name was Bluto Blanchard. I wore this purple singlet. I was 330 pounds. I did not care. So, after I was wrestling a little bit, Wayne would always come, which is Crusher Klein. He would say, hey, Al came up with this gimmick of a Trimmons boy, Dick Trimmons, Dick and Slim Trimmons, like they're fitness gurus. And nobody would ever do it because everybody wanted to be themselves, the tough guy. And
Right.
nobody wanted to go out there that was overweight with his shirt off. And I chose to do that. So he formed the team. Larry Straka out of Cleveland, Ohio. He's retired now. He went by Dick Trimmons, and I was given the name Slim Trimmons, and we tagged. We didn't have a tag team name. We were just a team of Dick and Slim Trimmons with our mascot Little Dick. He's a little, stuffed pom-pom cheerleader, male cheerleader.
I love it.
And we do shows. And we would cut promos in Shoney's, Ryan's Steakhouses. And, they would film us eating buffets because we won a match.
Right.
Or even when we lost, we were still celebrating because we're like, 5 more pounds. We're still motivated to where we kept eating anyway.
Right.
Hey,
That's awesome.
What's that?
I said, that's awesome.
Yeah. So a few years after that, I kept doing indie shows. I met some guys from Michigan. Chuck Wagon was one of the first guys that helped me get in. Yukon Braxton, Briar Wellington. I used to stay up in Taylor, and they let me stay at their house, and I was so new. They put me in battle royals and stuff like that. And I got to know some people. I think the first promotion I worked for was NWA Michigan by Gene Austin. That was like one of the first opportunities I got up in the state of Michigan. So that was pretty cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I met Maynard Arnett. He was Chuck Wagon's partner at the time, the Scuffling Hillbillies. And yeah, they took me in. I think they only took me in because I had some hot sisters at the time. So, yeah, that
It's
was
all
their
explained
intentions.
now. We
Yeah,
figured
it's
it
all
all out.
explained now. Yeah,
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
brought my sisters with me, but I
yeah,
knew it.
yeah.
But hey, we're
Hey,
all young, we're having fun. All
right,
I wanted to do was wrestle.
right.
So
That's all that
back in
matters, right? If you got what you wanted, that's what matters.
right back in 2016, yeah, 2000 no 2006. I'm sorry. I met Pat Tanaka. He had a dojo about 45 minutes away from me, and I wanted enhance my training. I kept going to shows. I was doing shows, but I wanted to enhance my training more. And he ended up training me again, and I went through his dojo. He taught me a little bit of judo,
Nice.
how to work even better than what I was doing at the time. I learned a whole new level of things from him as well. My first part of training, yeah, I learned everything too, but he showed me like another way of working and how to slow down and things like
Right.
that. And a lot of things. He took me on the road with him. I met a lot of guys through him as well. So,
Yeah.
you know, I had fun, and here I am now.
Right. Well, with anything in life, not just wrestling, but anything that you do in life, if you stop learning, yeah, you can follow a 6-week course and get a certification or
Sure.
get whatever, but
Right.
if you stop learning, then you never really grow, right?
Right.
So, I mean, to say I'm trained after a certain amount of time,
Yeah.
okay, but I still have to refine my skills. I still have to
Right.
get better, right?
Right. You're always going to learn
Right.
till the day you die.
Yeah.
That's what I believe. I did a lot of seminars over the years. I actually went down to Cody Hawk School
Oh yeah.
once. And I continue to want to do that with him. He lives probably about an hour or 15 minutes away from me right now. So, once this all Corona stuff's over with and everything gets back to normal, hopefully soon, I'd
Yeah.
like to do that just
Mm.
to, get that ring rust off me because
Yeah.
it's been forever since I've been in that ring. So
Well,
I want
and FGW is running every Friday, so
right,
they
right.
got shows.
Yes, they
That's us.
do.
I was just talking to Everett Lee, another guy we know. I
Yes.
was just talking to Everett Lee because he's doing this big thing with a bunch of the guys and girls. Like tonight, he'll be with Shauna, talking to Shauna. But um, I was talking to him, and we were talking. He was talking about all the people that work with Cody and all this stuff. And I was like, man, you got to understand if you look at the product that they're putting out over there, they're running weekly shows. If you got the greenest guy in the world, he's getting he's getting work, man, and Cody's a smart man, dude.
Yes, he is.
And
I had the opportunity to be one-on-one with him, and
yeah,
just talking with him in the back locker room.
yeah,
I encourage anybody that wants knowledge to go to Cody Hawk. He's
yeah.
one of the best in the world.
I had Robin on the show the other night, Robin Nelson,
Yes.
who he hosts Beyond the Bell for Future
Yeah,
Great
he was
Wrestling.
on my cooking show one
Yeah,
time.
yeah, I remember that. And
Yeah.
he also has his own podcast, Wrestle Podcast.
Yes,
Um,
indeed.
now, and we were talking a little bit, and he was telling me that he did a training session. He did 2 sessions with Cody Hawk, and he said they beat the dog snot out of him. And he said, but afterwards, Cody told him. He went to Cody and says, "Hey, listen, I'm done." But Cody told him, "You know what, man? You did a lot more than what a lot of other people will. I respect you for that."
Right.
So that's really awesome that
Yeah, it is.
that he's on
And
that level.
Robin being a part of Future Great Wrestling still,
Yeah, absolutely. And
even though he didn't want to anymore, he's still a part of it, and
Right.
that's what he loves. Robin loves being a part of this business. So
Absolutely. I hope
kudos to
that
him.
when Blue Water starts back up,
I miss Blue Water Championship.
Andrew and I can work something out where I can do something similar with Blue Water. I would really love to. I would really love to, and maybe do some backstage, not even backstage, because I don't like going in the locker room. That's not my place. But like off the back there, you know what I'm saying? Do interviews
Yeah,
like
I definitely know.
like Mean Gene, the old school.
Yeah.
Let me
You
tell
are the
you
man.
something, brother.
Yeah, you are the man to do that, and I'm looking forward to it.
That's awesome. Now I got to ask a couple questions here, okay? Because
Yes.
I know Mr. Fitness, Slim Trimmons, as a good guy. right?
Yes.
A
I
good
try to
guy,
be. I
right?
try to.
In Blue Water, you're a good guy,
Yeah.
right? Now, I and my friends may or may not had something to do with that. However, um,
Yes.
I'm not used to you being a bad guy, and I'm not a particularly a fan of it, to be truthfully honest with you. Not
Yeah. A lot
because,
of,
not because I don't know. I just your character doesn't seem like a bad guy.
yeah. A lot of people don't like the bad guy,
Yeah,
and a lot of promoters they want to try it, and it doesn't work, and I'm not invited back, and I'm just like, man, if only I was the baby face, you
right.
guys
Yeah,
could see where it's at. I mean, yes, of course I can do heel and do whatever, but the baby face is where it's at.
yeah.
The kids love the Twinkies. It draws the kids in. They
Oh yes,
absolutely love to.
they
Who
love
doesn't
it.
love a Twinkie?
Yeah,
I love Hostess Twinkies and a little bit of the twinkly, and
right.
there's nothing wrong with that.
I know.
You know,
I know. The kids go freaking nuts, man.
they go nuts and it's all about the kids and seeing the smiles on their faces from the parents to the kids and all that.
Yeah.
It's like, why would you want to be a heel during this time? They're going to come back to these
Right.
shows.
Well,
They're going to tell their friends.
how many boxes of Twinkies do you go through just a night for like let's say you're doing a show in Port Huron for Blue Water. How many boxes of Twinkies will you use that night?
I usually bring about 3 boxes with me, and CrossFit Rob Clooney, he'll bring a few boxes with him. So we have plenty up there at Blue Water Championship Wrestling. So,
Have you ever
we're
considered
tossing them all
taking
over.
stock in Twinkie?
Hey, there was people at the bar. They're like, we're sitting there at the bar waiting
Right.
to go out, and these guys that's sitting at the bar, give me a Twinkie, and we have to toss them to them too. And
Right.
yeah, we had a fan base outside of the locker room there in the
Yeah.
stage area, the gorilla position.
That's hilarious, man. I love
Yeah,
it.
it was so good. And the times after Cody,
Oh yeah.
after the events,
Yeah, I
they were
was
so
talking a
fun
little
too.
bit about that last night on David C. Russell's, and I was telling him about the after party the one night when you got in your tighty whities and
Hey, I think there's a picture out there about
is.
that.
There is. Andrew's got one.
Hey, you know what? When I'm at Blue Water Championship Wrestling and I'm around you guys, I don't care,
I
man. I'm having
know, man.
a
It's
great
just
time.
like it's family, dude. We have a great
Yeah,
time.
it is family. It's some of the best times in my life.
Yeah.
Even for my wife, she loves going to Blue Water Championship Wrestling, Port Huron, Michigan. She loves it,
Yeah, we have
and
a good time,
I
man.
can't wait to get back there and do our thing again.
Yeah,
Man.
for
We're
sure.
gonna have a
Absolutely.
blast.
Yeah, absolutely. Now,
Yes.
with the shoulder thing and the neck thing going on, I know we're under pandemic shutdown, blah, schmack, schmack. I know Michigan's currently right now till the 15th, they say we're under a stay-at-home order. I'm not sure if that's going to get extended or not. But
Sure.
so with the uncertainty of the pandemic and all this other good stuff and the neck injury and all that stuff, is there a timeline to see Mr. Fitness back in the ring again? Is there an okay date for you to get back in the ring and start knocking fools out?
Well, okay to me is June 21st, Warsaw, Indiana,
Okay.
Functified Wrestling Federation. I'm going there to seek revenge on Idle Hines, but I really should be back in the ring, truthfully, by August.
Okay.
Now, in my mindset, I want to go back sooner, but truthfully, it would be August before I can go back and do stuff. My doctor told me it's going to be a full year, but the way I'm doing exercises right now through rehab, Taibo, it's working.
Tybo.
I'm starting to move my arm up a little bit more,
Right.
and I couldn't do that.
Right. Better call DDP.
Yeah, maybe some DDP yoga
Yeah,
as well.
get Jake the Snake over there, have him whip you into shape.
Yeah, Cody, I want a new look. I want the Surfer Sting Mr. Fitness look back again. I'm going to bring it back.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to have a new
Are you
look.
going to come out with a surfboard too, or what?
No, probably a box of Twinkie cereal. I think
Twinkies. Do
add
they
to
make
it.
Twinkie cereal now?
They have Twinkie cereal right now. I'm so excited about it. It's great.
Yeah. Wow, man.
So,
That's awesome. Dude.
maybe I should bring a few boxes of Twinkie cereal and toss it around.
That'd be great. That'd be
So
great.
we'll see what happens, man. I'm looking forward to the future. I'm not trying to be negative.
Right.
Uh, I'm doing a lot of things with my time that I should have done a long time ago.
Mhm.
I'm still going to chiropractor, which I should have done 20 years ago.
Yeah, man,
And
they're
I feel like a
lifesavers,
new
ain't
man.
they?
Yeah, I'm on week 5 of Taibo working out. I'm doing quarantine karaoke. I'm
Yeah.
getting my singing on. If you know me, Cody, I
Yeah,
love
I
this.
do. I do. You
That's
love
one
to
of my
sing.
hobbies. I love it.
Yeah.
And
I'm not a singer, man. I'm not a singer.
yeah, I get a bottle of wine and I sit down
Oh,
and
you get me drunk and I'll sing, but it ain't gonna be good. It ain't gonna be good. I guarantee that.
yeah, I've been doing some quarantine karaoke. That's what it's called. So for everybody that's listening, check out quarantine karaoke.
There you go.
You might see me pop one there here and there and do a few songs. I do all kinds of music, so everybody I'm sure will be entertained. So.
That's awesome. Now I know you got. Do you have merch? I knew you had new shirts. I
Yes,
got this is I got a retro on today, bro. Look at
yes,
that.
you do, man.
Look at that.
Twinkie Power, Mr. Fitness. I'm sure. Yes, that's a great shirt. Sean Stockmeyer,
Yep. Face kicked
Face Kick
apparel.
Apparel made those shirts for me.
Yep.
Sean Stockmeyer's the man.
Yes, he
So
is.
go to Sean Stockmeyer if you want to get some shirts there. So
Yeah. Now you do have new shirts now, and
yes, I actually work for an e-Fed company. That's another thing I'm doing. On my downtime is I'm doing e-Fed. I know NASCAR, they're doing all that stuff with the e-Feds and stuff like that. Passing the time. But I've been doing this for a few years. I actually cut promos. They have pay-per-views. I'm in a video game, and they
oh,
make all
nice.
my merch. So if you go to the artsofwrestling.com/Slim's Gym, you can get some t-shirts right now. And also coming soon, action figures.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
I'm gonna get me
Yes.
one of them.
Yes. You can get all that stuff at the artsofwrestling.com/Slim's Gym. And I tell you what, man, I'm looking forward to getting that first action figure out.
Yeah, I would be too. I now see. Are you familiar with the Suplex Shogun Jackson Stone?
Yes, I am. Yes.
He won the gut check there for
Yes, I
Impact
seen that.
Wrestling.
Congratulations to him.
Yeah, and so there's a guy here in Michigan. He's actually one of the Nomads, one of Sean Stockmeyer's buddies there.
Of course.
And but anyways, he Benny, I believe his name is. He made a custom Shogun figure with ring accessories.
Yes, I seen that today. Actually,
yeah, I'm going to purchase one here shortly.
Yes.
And I guess, to my understanding, the 8x10 that you get with this is his Impact Wrestling shot that they're going to use. So
very nice.
yeah, good stuff, man.
Yeah, it is good stuff. Yeah, I seen his action figure today. The detail in his action figure is unbelievable.
Yeah, man.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's
awesome
a custom.
stuff.
It's a custom. Yeah, I can't. Who's going to be making yours? Is it going to be custom, or what are we?
There's a guy out of Jersey. He runs the Arts of Wrestling.
Okay.
He does all my stuff. He does all my T-shirts. He does all my merch. He actually made my gear for me for Heroes and Legends back in October.
Nice.
He sends me green screens, all this stuff. And he takes good care of you. His name's David Flores. He's an awesome guy. He runs the Arts of Wrestling for many years now, and he is a very talented guy. So I suggest you guys check out the Arts of Wrestling and see the talent that's involved in this group.
Yeah.
And it's an e-Fed, but you know what? We're having a great time.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of that going on right now.
Yeah, you build a family within the group.
Yeah.
We have a group, the Art Society. We sit there and chat, about how to help each other with promos, and we help each other out, man. That's what it's all about.
Right. Well, there's a lot of promo contests going on right now, not just in eFed, because I know there's several eFeds out there that do just promos.
Very many. Yes.
Yeah, and I was in one. I didn't do the promos, but I was in one, and I just, I didn't. It's just not my thing. I'm not a promo guy, right? I can't. I can if I was to try, but I didn't want to, right? But there's a lot of that going on right now, and I have found, and I don't know about down there, but up here as of recently, it's starting to get better. But we were noticing that the promos are starting to become kind of non-existent, in wrestling. And I'm going, well, what the hell's going on, and why is this happening? And I don't know why it should be a thing. Like, all the time. And
It should. It tells a story
right,
of what you're trying to do.
you got
You know,
guys
yeah.
out here cutting promos on Shogun's cutting stuff and suplexing cats just to keep himself busy. You know, but I don't know, man. I don't get it.
You know, with the you know, a lot of people they're like, oh, they were watching Monday Night Raw or SmackDown. They were judging it because they had to listen to 20-minute promos before they actually got to see matches. So I think in that era, it kind of died away. Is
Yeah, okay.
my own personal beliefs, but I believe it's still strong that you must do that to get yourself over, to let the world know who you are.
Yeah,
Because if you just go out there and just do something, it's just the same old stuff. And
yeah.
you know, you want to tell that story to your audience.
Absolutely, absolutely. I
Yes,
love good promos, dude. There's this guy. There's a promo thing going right now here in Michigan, and then it's a group, and I'm a judge, and I don't
sure.
critique them. I don't because hey, I'm not trained. I don't critique them. I just say I like this, and this is why. You know.
Sure.
So,
Yeah,
anyways,
correct.
right. But anyways, I'm not gonna say him right now, but there's a guy in here. I've never seen him wrestle. Never heard of him, but I've seen his promos. And based on his promos, I want to watch the guy wrestle. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
if his promos can do that, I'm really excited to see what he can do in the ring as well, because he is very well spoken. The way he delivers the message is awesome. And he tells me what I need to hear, but he doesn't tell me too much and lose me. And I love it, man. And I'm really excited to see this guy wrestle. And if everybody could just do that and,
Right.
and at least get better at it over time, that'd be amazing to me. You know what I mean?
A
Because
lot of people do not know the true art of professional wrestling. You know, it comes with a full package, and if you don't know it, you need to go out there and discover it for all those young up and comers coming out.
right,
You need to learn how to work, and I'm not just saying in the ring, but you need to learn how to work within the business of learning how to cut those promos and drawing the people in the palm of your hands.
right,
And there's a lot of formula that goes with just going out to the ring, doing a 10-minute match, and going home and get paid.
right. Yeah, and that's one thing with Future Great Wrestling, which we see, coming out with their YouTube channel and on their social
Yes,
media and so on. There's a lot of promos from the talent, a lot of matches, a lot of content, a lot of interviews, a lot of stuff coming out. There's a lot of stuff for you to absorb and keep you interested, even
yes,
through this pandemic right now.
yeah.
Amazing stuff, man. Amazing stuff.
Who's the guy down in Cincinnati that does the '80s rock gimmick? I'm drawn to him.
Oh, really?
Uh, yeah, he does an '80s hair metal gimmick. I can't think of his name right now, but I've seen a few of his promos, and he's totally awesome. He tells the whole story. I can't
Yeah,
wait to see him in the ring
that's
and
nice.
seeing what he's capable of. Because if he can cut a promo like that
Yeah,
and go in the ring and tell that same story of what he just talked about,
right.
I'm in heaven.
Yeah, right. Amen to that, dude. Amen to that. I
Yes,
love a good story, especially in the ring. The best
yes,
story in the ring is the one that doesn't need words.
yeah.
That's the way I see it. Well, my man, I'm gonna get you out of here, but I want to say, dude, I look forward to seeing you soon. I wanted to tell you that the boys and I were once all this crap's done and
Yes.
Future Great gets running again, we're planning on getting down there for a weekend and going to a Future Great show. I would love to work it out to come see you as well.
Yeah, I'm right on the way. So
So,
I'll even go down there with you.
all right.
So
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
have a
work
good
it
time.
out and we'll do all that good stuff. But again, it'll be once all this crappy crap's over.
Hey, you know what? It's going to be over.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know,
absolutely.
we've been through a lot over the years, and we got through it. And if we continue to stay positive, stay busy, I think we'll all do okay.
Yeah, for sure. Listen, guys, make sure that, I'm going to put all his social media stuff, Facebook, Twitter, whatever he's got down there in the description. Make sure you click the link. I'm going to put the link. I'm not going to put at whatever and make you go to the site. I'm going to put the link so you can just go right there, click, bam, follow, right? Follow. I'm going to put his merch site down there, the link right there. Go over there, buy all the merch. buy everything, one of everything, and then send me one of everything.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, you like it how I worked that in there, right?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, put that in there. Send me some stuff. Send everybody some stuff. Send a little more for Santa. Oh, sorry. Anyways, but yeah, click all that good stuff. Don't forget, Michigan Independent Weekly is Tuesdays at, I think now we're at 7:15. We change the times all the time, but whatever. So Tuesdays, right? MIW Tuesdays. Wednesdays are interviews. Fridays matches and/or interviews, and Sundays is always Rasslin Rage live at 8 p.m. on R2 YouTube.com. That's the letter R, the number 2 YouTube.com. Mr. Fitness, thank you so much. Have a great night.
You too. Thank you. Twinkie Power.
Twinkie Power.
Check it out. It's r2youtube.com. That's R, number 2, youtube.com, and tell them Velvet sent you. Oh.
It's going down. This is Rasslin Rage. Do it now. This is Rasslin Rage. Scream it out loud. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade. It's going down. This is Rasslin Rage. Do it now. This is Rasslin Rage. Scream it out loud. This is Rasslin Rage.